Ultimate MK Podquest.
Corey,
Yeah,
do you know that IKEA makes gamer furniture now?
I did know that. And I mean, when you look at the caliber of Swedish esports talent, I think it has to be expected.
I suppose. And they've teamed up with some company that makes gaming stuff that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, IKEA.
Yeah, I just don't live in that world.
They've teamed up with themselves.
Republic of Gamers.
Oh, that's Asus,
Okay, they teamed up with Asus.
the computer people, to make tables.
Came on with IKEA and ROG. ROG. Is it ROG or is it ROG? Do I sound like a dumbass talking about
I've
this
never
stuff?
said it out loud. I've never heard anybody else say it out loud. Also, my comment about Swedish esports talent, I can't actually name anybody for you, so kind of full of shit.
I'm sure it's, you know.
I think maybe, can I think of one? Ooh, maybe not. Kevster in Overwatch, maybe. I think he might be Swedish. That's all I got.
Kevster, I got nothing. I couldn't
That's all I got.
tell you.
I know there's more, like League of Legends Worlds is happening. There's probably a couple Swedes there, but like, I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude.
That's fine.
How's the IKEA gamer table?
I'll tell you, you were talking to the proud owner of an IKEA huvudspelare gaming chair right now, buddy.
Wow, finally, at long last, you've bought a chair.
Got my chair.
How is it?
$69.99. It does not look
Nice.
like a F1 racing seat.
If you think, to be fair, if you bought a chair that looked like an F1 racing seat, that chair would fucking suck.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
They're like almost lying down in those cars.
That actually sounds extremely comfortable to me.
It's not. Because it would be like, what if your bed ripped 5 Gs of force off your neck?
Well, but that's in a race. If you just had one of those casually, that sounds pretty
No, because they don't
comfortable.
have like padding.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
Well, they don't look
Well, I
like
don't know.
they
I
do
like
anyway.
I like a firm.
Hold
like a
the fucking
hard
phone.
surface.
What is this like? Hold on. Sorry. I know we're here to talk. We have to talk about this. Look at the product display photos, right?
Uh-huh.
And so there's 6 beauty shots of the chair.
Sure.
And then the 7th photo is like a gamer setup
Yeah.
on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it is.
There is like a Toolman's rack on the wall.
I
that
wanted
has
to talk about this so
strapped
bad.
to it an extra Ethernet cable,
Yep.
some scissors, an Allen
Yep.
key, a fucking Xbox controller, and a keyboard.
A fucking keyboard. Yes, I was going to bring. I wanted to bring this up.
Dude.
Part of IKEA's gaming line is the
Is a wall mount for your fucking computer appliances.
the oops spell pegboard
That is insane.
that you can mount your fucking arsenal of gamer gear to. Your loadout.
Oh, there's also a power bar. I think something that looks like Switch Joy-Cons, but maybe they didn't have the license.
They're Mad Cats branded.
An HDMI. This is a disaster. There's a cup holder. There's a cup holder
Oh,
on
yeah.
the fucking gamer table. There's a phone mount. There's a phone mount. Like if you're driving your car.
I believe you're talking about the Lance Spillare mug and mug holder for gamers by IKEA.
It sure is for gamers by IKEA. I will say the head pillow looks all right, whatever that is. Also, there's something near the mouse that is just completely incomprehensible to me.
That might be the mouse bungee.
The what?
I don't know what it is either, but they have a mouse.
The mouse bungee?
They have a mouse bungee product.
The fuck does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Why does this gamer have a ring light as if that phone is a camera at like a 45-degree angle from where they would be looking if they were looking at the screen?
Well, they don't want to shine the light directly on the camera for the photo shoots. They just
Also,
Turn it
why
away a
is
little.
this fucking desktop background a lawnmower man? That's my last joke.
because it fucking rules. What do you mean? Why wouldn't it be Lawnmower Man?
Lawnmower boy becomes lawnmower man.
Counterpoint: everything should be Lawnmower Man or hackers.
Also, what is the pattern on this chair mat? Just some squares.
The chair mat, like it's like the
PS2 pillar gamer space.
It's geometric. Yeah, it's geometric, like line drawings of buildings.
And then thank God, he's got a big hand. This is absolutely a man's room. There's a big hand
Sure.
to hold his headphones.
Look at all that
And
room for man spreading.
And then 2 identical pieces of like vaguely cyberpunky wall art.
Yeah, well, they come in a 2-pack.
They do not, Neil.
I don't fucking know. They don't. They probably don't. But
Oh
I
my
wouldn't
God.
be
No, I
surprised.
thought you like knew something. And I was like, no fucking way. There's no way.
They might come in a 2-pack. I don't fucking know.
People have also viewed the Valverdad, which is a dishwashing brush refill.
Yeah.
And pardon me, the Lannis Polaire is a ring
Lannis
lamp
Polare.
and phone holder in one.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is.
A must for every video streamer. A round LED light and sturdy mobile phone holder that you can direct and adjust exactly as you like to create the perfect video clip or
Sure.
selfie. Who the fuck is streaming off their goddamn phone?
It's a thing. People do it.
I'm choosing to believe IKEA doesn't know that.
When I did the Sabrina stream, thanks for watching, Corey. I used my phone as a secondary camera to show the books.
Right, but the assumption here is that
And guess what I had it attached to?
Did you buy the light?
I have a non-IKEA version of that same thing that it was attached to.
Well,
So I'm feeling personally targeted by this.
okay.
You're sitting
Well-
there calling me a fool.
I'm not calling you a fool. I'm just saying it's weird and I've never seen anyone do it.
Well, maybe I'm just fucking next level then.
Actually, so I do know who would like this. Who would like this room?
Who?
Damn it. Okay, man. Hang on, let me take a drink so I don't ruin this very funny joke.
Okay, good idea.
Oh man, this will be really good if I don't laugh while saying it.
Take your time.
Meanwhile, thank God this ring light is in stock in Paramus, New Jersey. Don't know why it thinks that's where I am.
Is that the closest IKEA to you?
No, the closest IKEA is like 20 minutes by car.
That's closer than the one I went to.
Well, there you go. I think Dom Toretto's legendary cousin Tony would love this room.
Tony Toretto's legendary cousin Dom.
Thank you, Paul.
And also Dom Toretto's equally legendary cousin Tony.
Oh, Corey, should we try to get into this after 2 weeks of not watching the movie? Talk about the second half of it?
We could try.
This is going to be a disaster, but this is round 2 of Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge, aka the half of the movie where a bunch of cool shit happens. Do you want to do Neil Nook first?
Yep.
All right.
Because I don't know what the fuck happened in this movie anymore.
Let's why don't you get over here to the Neil Nook?
Mamma mia.
Welcome to the Neil Nook.
It's Gucci.
All right, we've got Robin Atkin Downs as Kano. He voiced Davy Jones in Kingdom Hearts 3. Let your heart be your guiding key.
Yeah, please.
He did voices in Star Wars Rebels. He did the demon voice in The Conjuring 2. That's one for your list. And he voiced George Washington in Assassin's Creed 3.
Diverse catalog.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
George Washington should be in Kingdom Hearts.
It should have been the last Smash character also.
Well, because Disney owns George Washington now.
Sure, because of the Hall of Presidents.
Because of the Hall of Presidents, thank you. So I think that they should put George Washington in Kingdom Hearts.
They certainly own the rights to his likeness, right?
I'm sure. Is the likeness of George Washington public domain? If Disney has anything to say about it, no.
Yeah, if anyone's going to copyright that shit, it's going to be Disney.
The United States of America's legendary president, George Washington.
We have Kevin Michael Richardson back as the voice of Goro. He also voiced Goro in Mortal Kombat 95. And Ermac and Cabal in Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm. And he is Kamek, Kamek, in the upcoming Mario Brothers movie that everyone is super excited about.
That's true, yeah.
Dave B. Mitchell is voicing Raiden. He voiced Garrus and Sector in Mortal Kombat 11. And he voiced the ferry captain in Scooby-Doo Return to Zombie Island. Jordan Rodriguez is here as Liu Kang. He's in something called Dance Academy, the movie.
Well, I have to Google whatever that is while you keep talking.
You're also going to have to Google this next one because he is also in Bring It On, Worldwide, hashtags Cheer Smack. Let me take that again.
Hold
Bring
on,
It
that
On.
can't be right. Those can't be the words in that order.
Bring It On, Worldwide, hashtag Cheer Smack.
That can't be right.
It's real.
You keep saying it like, okay, hold on.
It's real.
I know what Bring It On is, both as a movie and a franchise. Heard of that.
They put the pound sign in
Hashtag.
the title.
Oh,
They put
Cheer
the
Smack
hashtag-
is one word.
Yes, Cheer Smack
It
is one
sounded
word.
like what you were saying was Bring It On, hashtag Cheer Smack.
Space Smack.
But like, I believe that worldwide Cheer Smack is a thing,
Okay. All right.
whereas
Yeah.
hashtag worldwide cheer pause smack was more confusing.
Sure, but it makes total logical sense this other way.
Is a 2017 cheerleading film direct to video. Which one in the series is this?
I would guess the last one.
You'd probably be surprised.
Holy
Yo,
shit.
wait,
How
hold on,
many
hold on,
Bring It
hold on,
Ons
hold
are
on,
there?
hold on. I have such a good thing to say.
I'm holding on.
Ooh, boy. Actually, I have two things. One, there's a cheer goddess. They're played by Vivica A. Fox. That's important.
Sure.
Two, a 7th installment in the Bring It On series.
7
No,
fucking
hang on. No. This
Oh,
is not the
sorry,
7th one. Hang on.
Sorry.
Just let me say the whole
Sorry.
sentence.
Sorry.
A 7th installment in the Bring It On series. The television film Bring It On Halloween is set to be broadcast on Sci-Fi in 2022. It's getting a
Unbelievable.
horror spinoff? Is it a horror movie? This headline
Unbelievable.
says, this IGN headline says horror spinoff.
Unfucking believable.
The movie will center around a cheerleading squad practicing a killer routine ahead of an upcoming competition, only to find out that their performance might not be the only thing that kills. Holy shit. I need to fucking see that.
Cannot wait to watch that. I'm going to 100% watch that.
Sci-Fi, the network bringing you the reboot of Chucky and the reboot of Slumber Party Massacre.
They're doing a Slumber Party Massacre reboot?
Yeah, I think it's already out.
Oh, shit.
I know. I heard about it randomly on Twitter, and then Liam, friend of the show, was like, "Hey, have you heard about this? Because nobody seems to know that this exists."
Slumber Party Massacre 2021.
It might be out already.
Reimagining of Corman's 82 slasher film.
I can stream it for free right now, apparently.
Do you want to do the episode on that instead? We can do
Kind
a
of.
live commentary.
Not a joke, kind of.
Let's knock this one out.
Hold on, is this going to play? Hold on. Is this going to play? Fuck off. I can just watch this.
So we're going to add to our bonus episode list Slumber Party remake, except you're going to get to that first probably on your podcast. That's about stuff like that.
Probably. I can see that. I can see that happening.
You can have that one. But I am calling dibs on Bring It On worldwide hashtag cheer smack.
Do you want Bring It On Halloween?
Well, that also feels like it fits your show better. Like, that'll be great.
Come on the show, Neil.
Well, you haven't invited me back yet.
Oh, fuck off.
Jordan Rodriguez also played Miguel McPherson in Lady Bird.
I don't remember that kid in that movie.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I haven't seen it, so
You haven't seen it? It's good.
I haven't seen most movies that came out in the
Most
past
movies.
5 years. So
It would be true of you to say I have not seen most movies.
I know, but I was trying to narrow, like, specify more specifically. Like, I haven't seen most movies that have come out in the past 5 years because depression. Patrick Seitz voices Hanzo Hasashi, aka Scorpion. He also voiced Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 10, and he voiced Scorpion and Deathstroke in Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. He also just does a lot of voices for anime productions. I just wrote lots of anime. Finally, Fred Tatasciore as Demon Torturer. That was Moloch, as we identified him last episode. And Shao Kahn,
I've got a feeling we're not saying that dude's name right, but maybe we are.
Tatasciore.
This is, I've
Tatasciore.
heard it said other places, but I can't remember
Apologies in advance to Fred.
if we fucked that up.
Or I guess not in advance, I said it wrong first. So apologies after saying it wrong to Fred.
In case we did. If we didn't, sorry for something else.
He also voiced Deathstroke, but in Young Justice, not in Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. He also did voices in Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, a bunch of Scooby-Doo stuff.
He actually did all the car sounds for that.
And a bunch of Ben 10 stuff. And he also did a voice in Fast and Furious Spy Racers.
Tony Toretto's legendary cousin Dom.
Just had to put that in.
Is that who he plays?
No, he just does voices.
Oh. He also did the car sounds for that.
Yeah, he's famous for his car sounds. Weirdly didn't do them in Cars.
You know, one of those classic Fred Tatasciore sounds.
Ring, ding, 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 ding. All right, so
Was that a
that's
car?
it for the Neil Nook. No, that was just me making nonsense noises.
Could have been a car.
You've seen that. It was. I was kind of going for the Crazy Frog thing.
Heard of it.
I knew it when it was just the sounds with a picture of like
A sound a weird frog made, but nobody knew that he was in fact the crazy frog.
Well, there's no frog. It was just a race car, and
What?
this is like early. This is like classic internet.
What do you mean it was just a what? No.
And
I don't know what that is.
All right, I don't. You know what? We're gonna abandon this because I don't think I want to try to explain this for 10 minutes.
Do you just not? Would it be possible to find?
Probably not.
It's just a video of a car with like music in it.
No, it's not a.
That's what you said.
It's not a video. It's a
is it?
picture.
But you said it made sound. Hold on, did I miss something?
I'm gonna see if I can find it. It was an old. This is like pre-broadband internet days, and it was just a picture of a race car on a web page, and it would just play like
The
what I'll
web
call
page
the
played the
what
sound?
I'll call the vocal track from the Crazy Frog thing. You know, just the race car noises he makes. It was embedded in the web page, and the text just said, "Try to watch this without laughing."
How is this not a jump scare?
It was just a picture of a car, and then it just went ding, 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 like that.
This feels like one of those things that would end up being a jump scare.
But it wasn't, but they used that audio for a Crazy Frog.
Wow.
Yeah.
More like Carzy Frog.
I think you might have been 2 when it happened.
What year was it?
I don't know.
Well, because I'm intimately familiar with Crazy Frog.
It was 56K dial-up days, and it preceded Crazy Frog.
Right, but what I'm saying is like, depending on its proximal relationship to Crazy Frog, I am familiar with Crazy Frog. So
Came out. Let's see. Sega Dreamcast launched in North America in
What do you
1999.
mean
It
this
was
about
definitely
the Dreamcast?
pre-Dreamcast.
And when did the Dreamcast launch?
1999.
If it was pre-Dreamcast, then I was like 1.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's a little baby boy. I forgot.
Yeah, man. Then I fully, was not, around for that.
Maybe it was viral marketing for the Dreamcast.
Maybe it was viral marketing for the concept of driving.
Should we get into this? So where we left off last time was after like each of our Liu Kang,
Welcome to the Neo corner,
Johnny
by the way, because I
Cage.
was hopeless.
Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya like each have their sort of first round of fights, and Scorpion is there fucking up some Lin Kuei, and we are going to pick up where Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and Raiden have been kind of watching the fights from like, a tower, not a very high tower, not one that Jax's grandfather would love, but he'd probably like it okay, on like a weird holographic map thing. And this is when Shang Tsung reveals that he's like, hey, this is weird. There's a bunch of black dragon here on the island, and they have ordered to kill all the Earthrealm warriors. That's fucking wild. I didn't do that, Raiden.
Yo, that's fucked up.
Yeah. So that's where we pick up. Do you want me to handle the rest of the Corey corner?
Honestly, yes, just because I feel like I would basically have to read it off of the Wikipedia page.
I will handle the Corey corner. It's going to be succinct.
Welcome to the
But we're
Neo
gonna play
corner.
the sound anyway.
Welcome to
Neo.
I fixed the sound for you.
I tried to. Let's see if it works out in post.
The editing.
Okay, so we had that scene where Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and Raiden are talking about stuff, and we're also learning that Quan Chi is, insisting he's on the side of the Emperor. From there, we've got the Sonya and the boys meeting up in the woods. They meet Hanzo, kind of form an allyship with him. except he eventually fucks off after they kill a bunch of Black Dragon assassins. But then it's time for Liu Kang to head to the temple and face his next match and face Goro and win the tournament and all of that kind of stuff like he thinks he's going to do. Meanwhile, Sonya is going to go infiltrate to try to save Jax from Kano and the Black Dragon. Johnny Cage goes after to assist her. So we've basically got the rest of the story playing out in two ways. We've got Liu Kang and Scorpion end up facing Goro and Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, while Sonya and Johnny Cage go save Jax from Kano and a room full of monsters, including Motaro and a reptile man. And at the end, Scorpion kills Goro. Shang Tsung just kind of fucks off, I think. And then Scorpion has a long battle with Quan Chi as the island demolishes and crumbles and dies. Or does he? That's basically the end of the movie.
Yeah, so if you've heard the story of Mortal Kombat before, you kind of get it.
Yeah, it's the same but different.
It's slightly remixed.
This is where the remix is, right? Because this time, instead of like Sonya getting taken hostage like we saw in 95 or in the canon story when after the Mortal Kombat tournament she got taken to Outworld, this time it's Jax who needs rescuing from Sonya. I thought that was a nice twist. And then, of course, all the stuff with Liu Kang and Goro and everyone plays out differently, and Scorpion comes in and gets all the glory and pisses off a group of Mortal Kombat fans who are big in support of Liu Kang, but I am not among them. I actually really liked this. So,
do people not like this?
Some people have issues with it because they're like, man, this, the story's supposed to be about Liu Kang. Liu Kang's the hero, and like, I get it.
Go watch the movie from fucking 20 years ago. Yeah. Get over it.
He's also sure, but there's a devil's advocate a little bit here with the new timeline with Liu Kang becoming a revenant and all of that kind of stuff for a couple games there, or for one solid game. I guess you know what I mean. There were two of them in 11. Yeah. So, and then also in the 3D era where he is killed in Deadly Alliance and then isn't the protagonist in Deception or Armageddon and just kind of stays as a zombie. People were like, let's get back to Liu Kang being the hero. We miss it. So this does just feel like another version of them taking that away from him. But also, who cares?
But like
take it away. Give us something different. Be honest, I like that there's something different about this.
If somebody's listening to this and you're genuinely like so precious about that makes you mad, touch grass, man.
Touch grass.
Like, go the fuck outside. Like, that story has happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is already, I've already seen this fucking origin story of Mortal Kombat 600,000 times, and I became a fan of this like yesterday, cosmically speaking. And so if I'm already like, yeah, we may as well fucking remix it, then what are you holding on to?
Yeah, remix it. Keep it fresh, right? We get a lot of familiar stuff in this. We also get stuff that plays out differently. I think that probably, honestly, is part of the reason I enjoy it so much, because it's not the same thing over and over, but it is very similar to it. So it's still, you know what I mean? Like, it just still feels so fresh, so clean.
Why was that a rim shot?
It was a rim shot gunshot.
Why was it that? What did you say?
I just needed to press a button.
I just got bored. I had to hit something.
Yeah. Anyway, let's dive into this a little bit deeper now that we're out of the Neil corner. Scorpion's on the island. He's just slaughtering the fuck out of all the Black Dragon assassins, which I'm happy about because
I don't support assassinry.
I don't support the Black Dragon. I don't support. I'm not crazy about guns in Mortal Kombat. I like when it's punchy, kicky stuff.
What, you don't like gun kata?
Never seen gun kata.
I haven't either. Is it a thing? I just kind of said it because it felt like a word I knew.
Is gun kata a word? I know that gun kata is what.
I don't know. I just said it. I just kind of said it. Hang on.
Did you ever see that movie Equilibrium?
Have I ever seen the movie Equilibrium?
Yeah.
No. What is... I googled gun kata and Google is telling me what gun fu is, which is not what I asked.
Gun fu is what the guy who made Equilibrium made up for that movie.
Gun kata...
Kurt Wimmer.
The focus of the style is simply to shoot where the foe ought to be.
Yeah.
The gun kata is a firearm-based martial art used by Kurt Wimmer and Jim Vickers in their 2002 film Equilibrium.
Equilibrium. There it is. That is it. Yeah.
Starring Christian Bale and Taye Diggs.
Yeah, dude. It's a piece of movie to see.
Is it good?
When I saw it, I fucking loved it. I thought it was incredible. Sean Bean is in it. I was like doing like, everyone needs to fucking watch this movie. It was one of those movies that like got bumped from theaters because people were like, this is too similar to The Matrix, even though it's not really.
Got bumped from in what way?
Well, they were like, we're not gonna put this out because people are just gonna think it's a Matrix ripoff and it's not gonna make any money. So they like shelved it for like years to like wait for the Matrix popularity to die down or something.
Oh my god, this guy directed a 2020 Children of the Corn movie.
And then they just like slipped it out into DVD. And like on the front of the DVD, if you've seen the poster there of Christian Bale and Taye Diggs in like trench coat with guns, and like the tagline was like, "Forget the Matrix, Equilibrium is here, motherfuckers."
Kurt Wimmer wrote the remake of Point Break and Total Recall
and the Thomas Crown Affair
and Children of the Corn. Or no, he directed that. He might have written it. Did he write it too? Yeah, he did. This dude's doing all kinds of shit still.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie. I don't think it's aged well, I guess is the short version. Also, you have to say it as Equilibrium because it's a lot of British people in the movie.
I refuse.
Well, okay.
Also, I don't know
That's
what
fair.
the Thomas Crown Affair is. Sorry.
All right, so we've got Sonya and the boys all kind of meeting up in the woods, right? Johnny, after his fight with Carbrak or Baraka, whichever one we decided it was last time, finally kind of realized that he's not in a fucking movie. And he's like, this shit is serious. This isn't a movie unless it's a snuff film. And then Liu Kang shows up. Sonya says she's going to help Johnny Cage survive. They're all kind of camping out. I don't know. Johnny says something and Sonya kicks him in the nuts. She does that a lot in this movie, right? She just keeps like kicking him in the nuts. That's like the whole thing.
Yep.
And Johnny has this line where he says, "Let me just pee out some blood first." Now, I know that Joel McHale improvised a lot of his Johnny Cage dialogue that is in the IMDb trivia and the behind the scenes for the new movie. But this had to be a reference to that story about how Chris Casamassa accidentally kicked Lyndon Ashby between the pads in the Scorpion fight scene in Mortal Kombat 95 and made Lyndon Ashby urinate blood for a while.
Sure. Let's live in that world.
Has to be.
Let's live in the world where that's definitely true.
Let's live in the world where Chris Casamassa made Lyndon Ashby piss blood.
For a reason. And then something came of it.
So, yeah. So then they hear all of this commotion, right, in the woods, and they see Scorpion just slaughtering Black Dragon people like crazy. And we see Johnny like throw up just like he does off the side of the boat in Journey Begins. That's clearly another reference. Also, I build this as a gritty reboot of Defenders of the Realm last episode. This is a gritty reboot of Journey Begins. Anyway, so they kind of like all with Scorpion after all of the Black Dragon people have been murdered and had their heads removed and everything. Just sort of sit around a campfire and talk, right? And like Liu Kang is reminding everyone of the stakes of the tournament, that if Shao Kahn wins, they're all going to die.
They're well done. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be here for the next 45 minutes at most.
So...
We're not getting enough use out of that.
Yeah, don't worry.
I gotta be more disappointing.
So, I don't know. They're sitting around. Johnny still doesn't fully want to believe everything that's happening. Sonya's trying to get to a radio to call for reinforcements. But like Raiden pops in and he's like, it's not that easy. Like, we're not on Earth. We're between realms. That's why Johnny's cell phone didn't work and he threw it into the water. Your radio's not going to work. Raiden can't send them home because he can't interfere in the tournament. So then Johnny Cage has this line of, so the fate of the Earth is being determined by some karate tournament. And it's like, yeah, dude, get with the fucking program.
The fact that Jonathan Cage has spent this long not believing it is really genuinely annoying.
Clearly, he never watched Mortal Kombat Conquest when it aired on television, or he would understand these things. So Raiden's just telling them, he's like, look, Liu Kang, you got to head to the temple. You all got to head to the temple where the final battles are going to be and try to win this fucking tournament. And then he just kind of fucks off, right? And then Scorpion is like, yeah, hey, you're all losers and you're all going to fail. Shang Tsung has the numbers. You need to hide in the jungle until this is over. I got a mission to do. Liu Kang's like, what do you know, Scorpion? You've never known anything worth dying for. First of all, fucked up that he's making those assumptions, right? Sorry, you want that? Fucked up that he's making these assumptions about this person he just met. Like, he doesn't know what Scorpion's been through, right? Fucking dick.
Nah.
Well, you gonna make this? You think it's fine to make assumptions like that about other people's lives and what they've been through?
He looks like a demon skeleton. It's not an unreasonable assumption.
You don't get that way by accident, dude. He doesn't look like the rest of them.
I don't know.
I do think Scorpion should be more forward with like his story and what's going on.
He
like,
should wear a name tag that says, "Hi, I'm emotionally traumatized."
Yes, he should. What's the problem is that Liu Kang didn't see his car, and on the back of Scorpion's car, he had like stickers like dedicated to the death of his wife and daughter.
He had a bumper sticker that said, "How's my crying? Call 1-800 I'm sad."
Dude, I don't appreciate you telling people about the bumper sticker that's on my car. It's going to be a lot easier for them to identify me in public now.
You drive a tiny, tiny car where your big head sticks out the top. Looks like a goofy clown car, and on the back it says just the word "cry" in big letters.
It's my vanity license plate is just sad.
Not like sad boys, it just says sad man.
Just says sad. SAAAAAD. One of the A's is a 4 because I had to get a number in there.
The S is a 5 also.
All right. So they are, we do get a little scene like after everyone is like heading to the temple and Sonya kicks Johnny Cage in the balls again for a reason I don't remember. We see like a black dragon dude, like he's like spying on them and he's like, I've spotted them. But then he just gets like yanked up into a tree, right, by Scorpion's kunai. That's going to pay off shortly. Because as the group, as Sonya and the boy approach the temple, there are just fucking black dragon everywhere, and Kano is here, and he's like, hello, baby, these lads aren't in a tournament, innit?
Dude, I hate. I'm so over Kano's fucking whole shtick in every Mortal Kombat piece of media ever made. I'm done. I'm so done.
He wasn't so bad.
It's not even that bad, and I'm still just completely done.
When it shows up, you're just like, this is not for me anymore.
Over it.
That's fair. They're not going to be too much of him in this, right? Anyway, so they're all the Black Dragon are just about to just fucking waste Sonya and the boys. When suddenly we learn that one of those Black Dragon dudes was Scorpion. He pulled a classic prank, right? He lifted the guy up in the tree and stole his uniform, and now he's like pretending to be a Black Dragon. He reveals himself and throws his spear. He head kebabs like 3 Black Dragon dudes. He throws the spear, pierces like 3 dudes' heads.
Right.
Like all at once. And then it's just like a fucking battle free for all with Scorpion like absolutely leveling dudes, everyone fighting. Johnny Cage is trying to fight, but Sonya keeps tripping him and telling him to stay down because she still believes that he can't. Liu Kang has like Matrix bullet dodging powers. That's kind of cool. We also see him fire punch one of the dude's heads off and then soccer kick it into another one. Oh, sorry. It's I meant football, mate. Football kick it into the other one.
Australian football kick it. That's for the Australians listening.
There it is.
What other sports exist?
Rugby.
Mate, yeah, he totally.
Do you kick in rugby?
He put the head in the middle of a scrum, and then he got a try with it.
Mm-hmm.
He hit the cricket head into the cricket zone, and somebody caught it, which is bad.
I don't know, dude. You ever watched a cricket game?
Never once. I have like a real live cricket.
They last
thing.
They last like 9 hours.
They last multiple days.
They last multiple days? I thought they just lasted like 9 hours. Jesus.
No, they play over. I've seen cricket, if I understand correctly, which I may not, be played over like 2 or 3 entire human days.
That's longer than this entire Mortal Kombat tournament we're watching this movie about.
Yeah, but I bet cricket has also killed a few people.
Do they play cricket matches to like conquer each other?
Who's they?
Countries that play cricket matches?
Maybe.
Cities that play them?
What countries are good at cricket?
I don't know. Cricket's big in India.
India?
I know that.
My brain went straight to India. I know India's good at it.
Yeah.
Are Australians good at it? Maybe.
I don't know, but to quote Raphael from the Ninja Turtles live action movie, you got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
Who is best at cricket? I've Googled. And the number 1 ranked country in the world is New Zealand. Wait, hang on. Hold on. India has more points, but they are ranked second. And England has way more points, and they're ranked 4th.
This game doesn't make any sense.
Hold on. Oh, hang on. It's based on rating. So matches. Oh, they haven't. Wow. So you know how sometimes like a sports ranking has like games played. So like in a hockey season, if a team is like their season started a day or two later, like you know if they're like a game or two back. New Zealand has played 22 matches. India has played 25. So a couple more. Australia's only played 17, and England has played fucking 35.
Holy shit.
What the fuck, guys?
None of this makes any sense. We're not going to solve this here. If anyone has any...
What is the ODI ranking?
Tweet at MK Podquest with the rules of cricket. You want to do a cricket podcast?
No.
Nah, me neither.
I would have to learn the game.
Yeah, that seems like it's just going to be a fucking nightmare to learn.
No, I spend all my time that I could use to learn cricket watching the same Mortal Kombat story over and over again.
You are really kind of bitter about the repeat, aren't you?
No, I just think it's kind of funny how it's like, wow, we're just gonna tell this story again.
So let me ask you a question in the middle of this conversation. Mortal Kombat 2021 did not tell the same story.
It told a worse one, though. It did tell a worse one.
Sure, it told a worse one, but like, were you at least this isn't the same story over again?
I guess. But like Battle of the Realms also doesn't, and I've got feelings about that.
Yeah, we'll get there. I got feelings too. Ugh.
Anyway, I keep distracting you, and we could be done this because I really don't have a lot to say about the second half of this movie, which is why I'm just trying to let you continue aside from the cricket tangent.
Right, well, now we get the part where fucking Sub-Zero pops in, right? Bihan Sub-Zero, right?
Sure.
Yeah, because Kano is about to, like, aim his big machine guns and, like, shoot everyone, and Sub-Zero, like, Kano's up on a roof, and Sub-Zero pops in, and he's like, you dishonor the tournament, Kano, and, like, kicks him off the roof. And then Scorpion sees Sub-Zero, and he's like, oh, fuck you, dude, it's time to fight. And now we get the Scorpion and Sub-Zero fight, which I think was really, really fucking good, right? Like,
oh yeah, this set piece was kind of cool, actually.
It was. This was a good part of the movie.
Now that my brain is choosing to remember this.
So he's like taking shots at him. He's like, that's for my clan. That's for my wife. And then he like leaps off of the bridge with him. And he's like, this is from my son. And they're kind of like throwing punches at each other on the way down. And then they are both like impaled on a stalagmite, just thunk. Like right through the both of them. Classic like pit fatality style. But it was a twofer this time. And the whole time you can tell a little bit that Sub-Zero was just like, I have no fucking clue what's going on. What is this?
Who? Whomst?
And then boom, he's like, they're both dead, right? Supposedly. So after all this fighting breaks up, this is where Sonya runs off after Kano. And then Johnny also goes after her to help her after talking about his balls some more.
This movie has made me hate two things with great severity after seeing them multiple times over and over again.
Johnny Cage and balls.
Three things. If Johnny Cage and Kano were erased from the face of the earth, I would not care.
I think that's unfair to other versions of Johnny Cage. Like,
is it? Which one?
Lyndon Ashby's Johnny Cage is pretty good. I do think Mortal Kombat 11,
I didn't 11, play that.
Older Johnny Cage are good.
I didn't play that.
You didn't play Mortal Kombat 11?
No.
Oh, I thought you had.
No.
I'm going to cut that out or else you're going to get hate mail.
I don't care. Actually, you know, I will. Okay, maybe this isn't the episode for it, but I would love to make clear what I have and haven't played because it would piss a lot of people off.
I'm going to leave it in. I think it's fine. I think it's fine if you're not.
I have played from start to finish one Mortal Kombat game.
Is it 10?
No.
Trilogy?
It's 9.
9? That's good. That's a good one, though. You get a lot out of that one.
Every other Mortal Kombat story experience I've ever had has been relayed to me secondhand on a podcast, or I watched it for this show, and that's it.
That's incredible.
And like I've fucked around with some of the other games, but I didn't like sit down and play them. You know, like
Well, it took me a long time to sit down and play 11. Like I had it for like a year before I actually played it.
I do not even own that video game.
Yeah, I'll send you a copy.
You don't need to do that.
It's good. I mean, it's
I
fun.
believe that it's good. I just like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I'll watch a cutscene movie if I really feel like it.
Yeah, do that. You'll enjoy it.
Gotta find out more about my cowboy friend.
Yeah. Everyone's favorite Mortal Kombat character, Aaron Black.
Everyone's favorite mortal cowboy.
Anyway,
Send all your hate mail to @FinalNeil.
down at the bottom of the pit, Quan Chi has appeared before Scorpion just to like give him some shit while he's dying, right? He's like, I brought you here for one purpose and you failed me. You're a dummy. I killed your family. I used magic to make the Lin Kuei attack, and I was disguised as Sub-Zero. I'm a real dick.
Gasp.
Right. And so this is a twist on Mortal Kombat mythology's Sub-Zero, where we're following that story from Sub-Zero's point of view, but the concept was that, like, Quan Chi sent Scorpion and Sub-Zero both after recovering Shinnok's amulet, and Sub-Zero was just the one who was successful, and Hanzo got killed, you know, and then came back as the Wraith and everything. And then Mortal Kombat 4, it was when it was revealed that, like, Bi-Han didn't actually exterminate all the Shirai Ryu and kill Hanzo's family. It was fucking Quan Chi, right? That's more or less it. So I think that this is interesting that they're basically telling a version of that story, but they're only telling it with the Scorpion like point of view, and Sub-Zero is literally just had no idea any of this stuff was going on.
Right.
Anyway, this pisses off Scorpion because clearly Scorpion hasn't taken the key at this point, right? So whatever Raiden was said to him that got through to him, and he is like, okay, I'm not going to take the key and I'm not going to give it to Quan Chi. But Scorpion's like fucking mad now, right? Like you don't fuck with like an undead like Wraith. You just don't. Because he like pushes himself up off of the stalagmite, and then he will have a gross wound in his stomach for the rest of the movie. But he's still here, like, and he wants his like real fucking revenge now because he killed the wrong guy, and he wants to kill the right guy. He wants to kill Quan Chi. So I'm gonna break this up. I want to run through the Sonya stuff.
Yeah.
First, because Sonya like catches up with Kano like in a hallway. And he's got Jax tied up at the end of the hall in a chair, and there's a whole bunch of monsters between the two of them. This is Motaro's region because Motaro is there.
Right. Anywhere Motaro is his region.
There is also another reptile man there that looks almost exactly the same as the reptile man we already saw get killed. So
sounds like this
movie
has
a reptile dysfunction.
Do we have to record this show anymore?
You just press buttons for it all.
Yeah.
I'm working towards it. I got like 8 banks available. We could probably. So anyway, Sonya like starts fighting her way through all of the monsters, but she's starting to get her ass kicked, right? And then she's like down, and like they're like creeping up on her like they're gonna kill her, and Kano's back. They're like, ha ha ha, whatever, I fucking win. And then oh shit, here comes Johnny, and they kick in that Johnny Cage theme music they use in these movies that honestly I really like.
What song? What is that? How does that go?
It's an instrumental. I can't even hum it off the top of my head, but it's like this 80s sounding, you know, like synth pop song.
I do like this sequence a lot. I do want to make that clear. In a situation where I admittedly am struggling to remember precise details, I do know that I like this.
Yeah, this was good. Because dude just comes in and just starts fucking wrecking house, right? He's like,
for once,
kicking shit out of the monsters and everything. And Sonya kind of has this realization. She even says like, holy shit, Johnny Cage can fucking fight. Those aren't her exact words, but they basically are. And then that like rallies her, and then it's just the two of them like fighting through this hallway of monsters, absolutely wrecking
not
them.
to be confused with hallway of Monstars, which is what happens in Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Yes,
that might be true. Actually,
I haven't seen it. Pretty sure Quan Chi is in it somewhere. We are not going to cover that for the show.
Not even remotely.
No, and we're not going to touch on Ready Player One either, which has a Goro in it. We're not doing it. So, you got time for a big theory, boys?
I got nothing but time. Well, you know, relatively speaking. Big theory, boys. Big theory, boys.
Maybe this other reptile man was Komodai from Defenders of the Realm. That's it.
Sure. Again, why not live in that world? Who cares?
Also, Johnny Cage punches a monster in the nuts.
We're the only people
so-
that care, so it may as well be Komodai.
I'd argue I'm the only person who cares. I don't think you care that much, but thank you for
I'm using the royal
entertaining me. All right. I just want you to know that I'm aware. So they battle through this hallway. They get to Kano and Jax. Kano has a knife to Jax's throat. Jax bites him because Jax, remember, doesn't have arms. And then like Sonya and Kano have like a small fight. Sonya gets like a spike ball. Kano uses his laser eye. She grabs a chain. She swings around a war hammer. Finally, she smashes him in the face and his robot eye explodes. They untie Jax, and then Jax just stomps on Kano's head, killing him, and that's the end of Kano.
Finally.
So Sonya and these boys are going to head back to the boat, right?
Was that a question? Because I don't know.
No, they're going to head back to the boat.
Right.
Meanwhile...
Dude, I actually, like, look, quick, just a bit of a joke for the listeners. I honestly thought, like, oh, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to look at my notes, and I'll remember the gist of it. No, man. I made a crucial mistake in not making a more concerted effort with all of the no time I had to revisit more earnestly.
It certainly has been a busy few weeks for us.
Oh my God.
Hence, we're up against the wall on this recording. But you know what? We're doing
Thank God
fine.
we had time for that 45-minute cricket tangent.
Gotta pad the episode with something when you don't remember what happens.
Sorry, everybody. All I have are stupid tangents and hatred for Jonathan Cage.
Jonathan, again, you can tell you're mad at the guy because you call him by his full name. Meanwhile, while all of that shit's going on down in Motaro's region, Liu Kang is trying to face Shang Tsung, right? Liu Kang's like, I'm here, motherfucker. And Shang Tsung's like, all right, well, you got to fight Goro first. But if you yield, Liu Kang, if you give up the fight and we win, you can live in Outworld as like a king, dude. You will be safe. We won't kill you. You can come over here. You will have power and wealth and all this kind of shit, right? And Liu Kang was like, oh, so now I see why you turned your back on Earthrealm so quickly. I've got honor. You're weak, etc. Let's fucking go. And now we get a Goro versus Liu Kang fight. Something we didn't get in the Mortal Kombat 95 movie. And Goro's going to kick the absolute shit out of Liu Kang. A lot, right?
Right.
Meanwhile, as they're watching this, Quan Chi is there observing as well. And Shang is like, hey, Quan Chi, fetch the goblets so we can toast to the Emperor's impending victory. And Quan Chi's like, yeah, you got it, dude. And then he like poisons one of the goblets. Like he's going to poison Shang Tsung, right? Which is interesting because in Conquest, we saw that Quan Chi certainly likes his mix-em-ups and his potions and stuff, right?
His mix-em-ups.
Yeah, he likes making a concoction.
Does his in-game fighting style reflect that with mix-ups?
Probably.
That's my joke for all of the hardcore gamers.
Send in a voice message.
If you are Sonic Fox, send us a voice message and also come on the show.
Jay from Combat Time, let us know.
Either of those people.
Josh and Yassine, keep it at home. So Liu Kang, like the fight starts out okay, right? He's like,
no, his name is Liu
Goro.
Kang. Thank you. That's all I have. My crops are dying. That is the sound that should reflect that.
Shang Tsung is like ready to like have this toast, but he just knows, right? Shang Tsung knows. He pours out the goblet, and then he like uses magic to restrain Quan Chi, and he's like, I knew you'd betray me. I know you're here for the key. The mad god Shinnok was imprisoned for a reason, Quan Chi, right? So, like, jig is up. Quan Chi thought he was going to prank Shang Tsung, but in classic Mortal Kombat fashion, Shang Tsung pranked Quan Chi. We've seen it a million times. And, like, this is when Shang Tsung was like, all right, Goro, stop playing with your food and just fucking kill him already. And, like, Goro, like, gets up and, like, out of a pile of rubble or something, and he's like, okay, it's about time. So, like, this whole fight, Goro was just on top of it from, like, moment one. There was no way And this kind of does bother me. There was no way that Liu Kang would have been able to defeat Goro in this. There just wasn't, right? We didn't see him do enough cool shit to believe that he could take on Goro or Shang Tsung or, God forbid, Shao Kahn, which he's going to have to do in the next fucking movie. Like, I just don't believe it, you know?
Well, I think they're relying on your pre-existing knowledge to just sort of like gloss over that part a little bit.
Sure, but I mean, he got fucking devastated in this fight. He was going to die.
To be fair, that's maybe a reasonable reflection of how that ought to go.
It is. Yeah, I guess you're right. But he's about to die until the fucking kunai flies through the air, stabs into Goro's head, Scorpion yanks on it, and rips out Goro's fucking skull.
That was pretty sick.
That fucking rules,
just
dude. I love
degloving that
right?
man's head. Do not look up that word if you do not know what it is.
And if you do look it up, don't use Bing.
Don't use Bing. No, ma'am.
Does this need to be a thing we need to edit out?
You be the judge.
Degloving.
Don't. No. No, this is a decision don't make based on feeling. Do not dare put your.
Oh my God.
Why would you Google it?
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Don't. We said don't.
Hey, I make my own.
The first thing you did. Why would
and
you
I used
do
Bing.
that?
Anyway.
You didn't have to do that.
Yeah, let's wrap this up because I'm not feeling
Why
good
would I said
suddenly.
don't?
Yeah, but I'm American.
What does that have to do with it?
You can't tell me what to do. Freedom, deregulation, etc.
Deregulate my Bing results by showing me more violence. Why would you look? Yeah, let's fucking end this podcast.
In all honesty, it doesn't actually bother me that I didn't look very closely. I just got a general sense
bad.
of this. And
It's
was
bad.
Like, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to look into this any further. Yeah, so don't look it up. Especially you, Dominic.
Why him specifically?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like the man probably enjoys his hands.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I'm just giving shout out to people. Jesus Christ. Talked about Paul, talked about Jay. I want Dom to feel included too.
Especially you, Tony Toretto's legendary cousin Dom.
Yeah. All right, so Scorpion's here now, and he's like, I just want to fucking kill Quan Chi. I don't care about the rest of this shit. And then Shang Tsung's like, well, you have to defeat Liu Kang, and then I will give him to you. Fight, because you're technically kind of still fighting for Outworld by way of being here from Quan Chi. So, like, I can use this to still win.
Yeah, that's a really roundabout bullshit technicality.
Yeah, so it looks like they're getting ready to fight Scorpion and Liu Kang. They both, like, square up, right? But then, holy shit, man, Scorpion, like, Nightcrawler bamfs and puts his kunai to Shang Tsung's neck, and he's like, give me the fucking key, right? Because Shang Tsung has the key. And he drops it, right? And then Scorpion just says to Liu Kang, I yield. And then the tournament is over. That's it. Boom. Scorpion became the official opponent to Liu Kang, and he yielded, and now Earthrealm has won, and the tournament is over.
The most gibberish bullshit formatting for a tournament we've seen to date.
It's just a big free for all, right? Like that's the thing we mentioned yesterday. There were all these other people we didn't see fight or anything. I think that we just didn't see a whole bunch of these fucking fights. But I think basically
we already know it's not tournament structured. It's old hat to complain about that, but this has been the least tournament structured of them all.
I think it's just a one in, one out kind of situation. It's just a sort of battle royale.
That doesn't make any sense though. How are you quantifying
I
this?
know. Well, they, in Shaolin Monks, the opening cinematic is essentially just a big brawl that represents the entirety of the Mortal Kombat tournament. So it's just like Shang Tsung sitting in his throne while, I don't know, Scorpion fights Sub-Zero and Sonya fights Kano and Liu Kang fights Goro and Johnny Cage. I don't know what he does. He does something. But yeah, the rules, you're absolutely right. The rules are not
The rules have never
well-defined
felt less present
in any of these, which is probably why they moved away from the tournament concept as quickly as possible. Because even like Mortal Kombat 9, which you've played, it still just seems willy-nilly that like when they're in that tournament setting, Shang Tsung's just like, you guys fight now. Oh, and you fight both of these people.
Yeah, well,
like,
I'm sure
really
that maybe it's meant to be like rigged to an extent anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm sure the gibberish of it all is kind of the point, but also just like, ugh.
Like the vagueness of the tournament definition, it like plays in Outworld's favor. because then they can have like Black Dragon people show up on the island to try to kill the Chosen One, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, Shang Tsung escapes through a portal. He's a load-bearing boss, and the entire island is collapsing because his magic is gone now, right? So Liu Kang and Raiden are like going to make their escape, and Scorpion is now here to just fucking fight Quan Chi. And it rules. Again, all these end fights in this movie fucking rule, and they're probably the reason to watch it, honestly, right?
Yeah, look up the fights on YouTube or something.
Well, it's a fucking 80-minute movie. Just watch it. Quan Chi, he's like strangling Scorpion with his own chains. They're fucking headbutting each other. We get like a roaring, like Quan Chi like roars at one point, which reminded me of Adani Meropa's Quan Chi, who roars when he's fighting Great Kung Lao, that first episode. We got like lots of green magic and fire kicks, and everyone's teleporting all over the place, and Scorpion pulls out his swords. And it was all really like, I'm not doing a good job of describing it, but it was really like easy to follow, and the action was good. It was paced really well. And the way it kind of ends is that like Scorpion pulls out his swords and manages to stab Quan Chi with both of them, and then just start like comboing his ass. And then he uses 2 chains to rip off both of Quan Chi's arms, spears him in the chest. We get the classic "get over here." And he's like ready to fucking execute Quan Chi, and Quan Chi just says, "My God will avenge me." And we get like this intense from Scorpion, "Damn your God." And he rips off Quan Chi's head. And he takes off his own mask, and he does the toasty fatality to just make sure that body is totally gone as the temple collapses on him. It fucking ruled, dude. I loved it so much. It was a really, really great scene.
Yeah, I agree. It was cool.
Dude got his revenge, right? Scorpion's Revenge. That's what they were talking about in the title of the movie.
Mortal Kombat's Legends, Scorpion's Revenge, the movie.
Yeah.
There it is.
Interesting to me that Quan Chi is like fully presented as fully loyal to Shinnok in this, as opposed to in the games where we realize he like gave him a decoy amulet and had the real one the whole time and was kind of pranking everybody in classic Quan Chi fashion.
Right, but he's pretty flexible. I'm sure he'll prank Shinnok in time.
Sure, yeah. He'll get there. Oh, actually, he won't, because he just fucking died.
Well,
I don't think they're going to make any more of these, honestly.
I don't know.
So the island is collapsed, and we're outside, and Liu Kang and Raiden are on the boat with Sonya and the other boys. And Johnny learns an interesting lesson about consent, and instead of trying to touch Sonya, he asks her for a hug, and she gives him one, and that's kind of sweet, but I think he still says something shitty to like kind of ruin the moment, right? But I don't remember. I just believe that he does.
I also don't remember.
Meanwhile, Liu Kang's being sad with a 4 is one of the A's and a 5 is the S. And he's talking to Raiden, and he's like, I failed. I couldn't even defeat Goro. And Raiden says, I don't think it was ever your destiny to defeat Goro. Your destiny is to defeat Shao Kahn. Right?
Convenient.
Yeah, which is interesting, because the way that they're saying is like these events had to play out the way that these events played out, or else Liu Kang wouldn't get the chance to defeat Shao Kahn because he would have just been killed by Goro. Meanwhile, in Outworld, Shang Tsung is like on the floor, like spitting up blood. And Shao Kahn is telling him that he's failed him and it's time to gather their forces and end this game once and for all.
Dun, dun, dun.
I like that ending scene, though, because it reminded me of like Bruce Locke with his ass kicked, getting dragged in front of Jeffrey Meek, Shao Kahn, several times during Conquest. Yeah, I'm going to consider this a reference because I like that show better. And that's it, man. That's the end of Scorpion's Revenge.
It is.
We did it.
He did get revenge.
I still really like this. I understand your frustrations with yet another.
It's pretty good. Like, I don't hate it by any stretch.
I know. I'm not trying to paint you as a hater.
I know.
I understand the frustrations of, we've seen the origin story so many times.
Yeah.
I think they did enough for me to make it, to give it a refresh.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's fair. I think at a certain point, though, it's like, y'all got to come up with some other shit eventually.
I do almost think what they should have done, because here's the thing, in the next movie, in Battle of the Realms, we are going to get a kind of a continuation. Oh, not kind of. We're going to get a direct continuation to this storyline of Shinnok's resurrection and the key / amulet, etc. We even get like an elemental temple that is pulled straight from the Mortal Kombat Mythologies game in that one. Like there's a lot of, like, they tell the story of mythology, like this remixed version of Mythologies through these two movies. And I think that it might have just been a better experience to do just that storyline and sort of leave out the Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, Sonya stuff. I think that if, like, you had said that you had forgotten that this was a movie with everybody in it and thought it was just a Scorpion movie.
I did forget that, yeah.
I almost think if it had been just a Scorpion movie, it would have been better.
Yeah, I feel like every new Mortal Kombat thing feels like a weird obligation to do everything.
Yeah.
All of it. And you don't have to do that.
No, I think they had the opportunity to, just, pick a character, a set of characters, maybe someone people like we haven't spent as much time with. Tell an animated story about them, and then the next one could be in the same universe and tie into it all, but it would tell a different story. Like maybe we get the Special Forces movie, we get the Scorpion movie, we get the Cyber Lin Kuei movie, we get the
Natara rom-com.
We get the Natara rom-com that Dave wants.
That we all want.
Okay, that we all want, sure.
But mostly Dave.
We get the Katana Molina story. Like, they could do a bunch of things. And, like, honestly, that's what...
They remake Conquest for us.
Yes, please. Definitely that. Also, give us more Federation of Martial Arts. Mortal Kombat Legacy is kind of this concept where there's episodes just dedicated to specific characters and events, and it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like a one long... At least the first season. I think the second season gets a little bit more serialized. But I would like to see something like that executed in a longer format, right?
Right.
That's
I think that they should be making a TV show set in the past.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
About the great Kung Lao.
Yeah, maybe a couple buddies of
yeah,
his.
Raiden is there. Not really anybody else though.
Maybe like a scrappy thief from the streets named Taja.
And a big man.
And a big buffoon who really likes swords, apparently, named
Roxas.
Zero?
No, wait, that name's taken. Let's go with Zero.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
We
somebody should
pitch this to somebody. Yeah. Conquest really is the best.
God, it's so
isn't
good, dude. Fuck.
It really is. But this, I still like this movie. I am now, it's been 2 weeks since I watched it and we talked about the first half. And on the first half, in the first part of this, I did say that this movie is still on the top of my list. I might now be ready to put this one away for a while.
Right.
But anyway, we got another animated movie to talk about. It is Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms, the gritty reboot to Defenders of the Realm. We're going to get to talk about Stryker again. That'll be exciting, but I don't think we're doing that next week, are we? Schedule permitting, we are probably giving you something different next week.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
We're going to figure it out behind the scenes, and you're going to get an episode next week. That much I can tell you for sure.
Yeah, we just got some life shit to take care of.
Neil's getting a new vanity license plate for his car. You could totally get a license plate that said Big Zero.
I would totally get a license plate.
That would fit 7 characters.
Big Zero. I should do that. Should I do that?
I think you should. How much is a vanity license plate? How much can we make that a goal? Can we make it a goal that you get a Mortal Kombat Conquest related vanity license plate for your car?
Yeah, we can figure that out.
Well, I support that.
Yeah, research this live on the air.
Hold on. I should get a Vorpax license plate.
Yeah, you should.
Holy shit. Oh, man, I really should, huh? Whoa. Mamma mia. More than I was expecting. I'll tell you that for free.
So I have 5 or 6 letters to work with.
That's it?
5 or 6 characters.
Damn.
Yeah, for Florida.
Lame.
Yeah.
I got up to 8.
So you could do Big Zero and I could do Vorpax.
How much is yours?
I haven't found. They're being cagey with
mine
this.
is $310, which makes it a little bit less appealing.
No way. This can't be right.
Is it $69?
It's $12.
No fucking way. That can't be right.
$12 fucking dollars.
12?
Florida, $12. Georgia, 20 to 25.
Are you serious?
That's what it
You
says.
have to do
$12 fucking
you
dollars.
have to.
I have to make sure this is accurate information. Let's just be
you
clear.
have to. Because that was next week. We will confirm our license plate suspicions.
$15 plus standard registration fees.
That's probably still not that bad.
It's not. Registration is like $30 or something.
Better than fucking $300 goddamn dollars.
Way better. But I got 6 letters to work with. So if you got ideas, anyone who has ideas for what my Mortal Kombat Conquest
I would like
vanity
to claim
license plate should
Vorpax
be.
now, so please do not suggest that.
I'll get Vorpax with a 0.
Don't.
No Vorpax for me. That Corey can have that.
I know
ANK,
what it
I could do-
is. I know what it is.
What
It's
is it?
Cabral, right?
Cabral. I don't want it to. God damn it! It can't be Cabral. If it's Cabral, I am setting the goal extremely high because I'm going to be stuck with this.
Could be Shaka.
Shaka.
I'm just trying to think of stuff that
Kriya.
fits.
Kreey. I could just do Kriya.
That would work.
We could be Kriya and Vorpak. We'll figure it out.
Man.
Send in your
I
thoughts.
kind of still want to do this, even though it's expensive. It just won't be anytime soon.
Email your suggestions to mkpodquest@gmail.com or tweet at us at mkpodquest on Twitter. Corey, let's get out of here. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. The island's collapsing. Clearly, the podcast. We've gone through the portal and the podcast is collapsing. We need to escape.
Okay.
What do you got to plug?
Other podcasts, they made another one. We're doing Halloween stuff. I don't know which episode just came out. I got to level with you. I think I'm on it. There's going to be one that I'm not on. So who knows? They made another on Twitter, and they made another one on all your podcast stuff. And then I'm at Mr. Corey Price on Twitter, where you can send all your complaints about me being a fake fan.
And you can find me on Twitter at Final Neil. Follow my retro gaming Instagram account at Final Neil Retro. Follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at MK Podquest. Subscribe in your podcast app. Subscribe on YouTube. Rate us and review us 5 stars. Tell your friends. And we will be back next week with something different. And the week after that with Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms.